Hey guys, it's Clown back with another melee in-depth tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at Spacie side B against Marth down tilt. So in this video I'll be talking mostly about Fox, but a lot of the same principles and ideas apply to Falco. He has the same flinch animation, which I'll be talking about here in a second. So taking a look at side B, it consists of 3 phases. They're numbered 304 to 306, but essentially the first phase lasts 20 frames, plays a sound effect on frame 1, and for the first 15 frames Fox is locked in position. You can see on the bottom in white are Fox's horizontal and vertical positions. After frame 15 he starts dropping slowly, and that's actually how you can grab the ledge in the startup frames of Fox side B. But then on frame 20 he enters his movement phase that consists of 3 jumps, 3 movement jumps, 1, 2, and 3, and then he finally goes into his final phase where he sort of falls forward and down. But I want you to pay close attention on this frame to Fox's head hurt box in yellow, and on the second frame of this final phase he sort of flinches his head up, and this is actually where you get hit a lot of the time when you're side Bing. So just again look at his head, and he flinches up there, and that's where he's going to get hit a lot, as I'll show you. So when looking at Fox side B to ledge, I consider there to be 4 true outcomes. So I just have a save state here of Fox double jumping and getting ready to side B. If you're too low, the first true outcome is that if you're too low, you're just going to fall to your death, of course. Now the second true outcome is that you sweet spot the ledge. On this current jump configuration, this is only a 1 frame window. Any higher and you would get hit. So you see Fox sweet spots the ledge. The next true outcome I call getting hit by the flinch. So you can see Fox actually goes under Marth's down tilt, but then he gets hit when he flinches his head up. I'll show you one more time. Oops. Goes under the down tilt, enters his final phase, and you can see on the second frame of his final phase, this next coming frame, he's going to get hit when he brings his head up. Now the final true outcome I call is getting hit, what I call on the way in. So it's where you get hit just from side being too high, and you get hit before the flinch animation even comes out. Now in some cases you actually don't even have a true sweet spot frame available. So here I have a save state of Fox just full hopping, no fast fall down to the ledge, and any of these heights he would just get hit on the way in. At this height he would get hit on the during his flinch, and at this height, again I'm just going 1 frame at a time, at this height he would actually be too low. So you can see that in that simple case of him falling relatively slowly, there's actually 0 frames for him to be able to side B perfectly in sweet spot. So this is a big problem, and Marth players sleep well at night pretending that sweet spotting is easy, but really it can be very hard or impossible. So one idea to counteract this is to fall low and jump. Now if you time your jump so that the apex of the jump is around the ledge, so that's the time when you're moving the slowest, and so you have sort of a hang time where you have a larger window to sweet spot the ledge. So I've tested this, so I'm looking at the second white number to look at his vertical height, and I've tested sort of the windows. Here would be too low, but on this frame he would actually perfectly sweet spot, and on the next 6 frames he would actually perfectly sweet spot before again being too low and dying. So by timing your double jump you can get as large as a 6 frame window, maybe even a little bit larger depending on things, but roughly a 6 frame window by timing your double jump properly. Another idea is to tech abusing the flinch animation. So by inputting your tech at the end of your movement. So I'll show you the input display. I'm going to input a tech on this frame, and then Fox is going to get hit on this next frame, and I'll show you again. I'm just going to be holding C stick in towards the ledge. That's going to buffer automatic smash GI, no smash GI inputs, and at the end of hit lag, Fox will tech, and then you can, you know, do like a side B back to ledge, or double jump side B, or double jump up B, or whatever you want. I think probably the side B is the most optimal. Although it's a little bit frame tight. If you aren't good with your timing, you'll be too low to grab the ledge. But in my experience with a little bit of practice, it's not too bad. And then the other thing is that, so if you get hit in the flinch, you generally only need one ASDI input to detect the ledge. But if you side B higher and you get hit, like I said, on the way in, then you can still tech, but typically you need a SDI input to tech. So it's a little bit harder, but I think the thing with the SDI is you can go for it, and if you miss, it'll still work in the flinch case as ASDI. So you can basically turn, you know, a situation where only one of the true outcomes of sweet spot works into a situation where the sweet spot works, getting hit during the flinch works, or getting hit on the way in all work with the right input. Now if you go way too high, then you're going to be too high above the ledge to detect the wall, so that's something to keep in mind. But I mean, if you're going this high, you're not even really trying to sweet spot at that point. Yeah, so those are the couple ways. I think there's stuff to be explored with grabbing the ledge during the startup of side B. There's a lot of complications that arise with, depending on horizontally marked spacing and your spacing by the ledge, but that's sort of outside the scope of this video. Hope you guys learned something. The Uncle Punch training pack has a mode for this, so it's definitely something that you can grind out. But yeah, hopefully that gives you some tips. I think this sort of tech side B is extremely underutilized and works against a lot of other moves as well, you know, down smash from Falco or whatever. Let me guys know what you think in the comments, and have a good one.